I will never turn my back on President Biden. Never turn my back on President Biden. I don't know a Democrat in my party that would do so, and especially after tonight. We have his back. We run not the 90-yard dash. We are all in. We're going to double down in the next few months. We're going to win this election.
All right, there you go. Gavin Newsom defending President Biden's train wreck debate performance somehow, some way. Newsom says Democrats are fully in support of Joe, even though the California governor has been mentioned as a possible replacement on the 2024 ticket should Biden step aside. But maybe Newsom should focus on fixing issues in his own state. For example, why people are choosing to leave one of the best states in the country, one of the best places in the world. There's a mass exodus. We're talking about nearly 800,000 people have left the Golden State since 2021, including a long list of celebrities, which really is what I guide my life by. Mark Wahlberg in really good shape, as is Dean Cain, Sylvester Stallone. Some of the A-listers saying goodbye. And Adam Carolla could be the next. The comedian, host of the Adam Carolla Show, fantastic podcaster, stand-up comedian, joins us now. Adam, welcome.
Thanks.
Do you really mean thanks?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought so.
You know I love doing your show.
Oh, absolutely. To see you in person in a suit is fantastic.
I put it on for you.
I'm honored.
And maybe Gutfeld.
Right.
But mostly you.
I appreciate it. So, Adam, people look at Newsom and said he looks the part, man. This guy's got everything going. What should we know about this governor? And are you astounded they keep saying he's the likely replacement should Biden fall flat on his face?
Well, he's kind of the face of politics and everything that's wrong with politics, which is just this weird aesthetic and a sort of, I'd like to have a beer with that guy versus anything good in the policy department. He's a disaster in the policy department. Newsom is. He's an empty bag. He's a 10-cent head, but he's mainly a sociopath. I've interviewed him on my podcast.
You took him apart.
I did, because he lied, and then he lied, and then he doubled down, and he had no solutions. And he brought up a problem, tried to get some points, score some like intersectional points on it. And when I kept pressing him as to what the solution or the answer was, he had nothing. But he is kind of perfect for California, because Californians are sort of vapid and dumb and, superficial, and they're dumb enough to vote for a guy like this.
So interesting. He's got 44% approval rating. Now everyone is coming no longer in Texas. They wired it up. They're now pouring through, in terms of illegal aliens, through San Diego, where you get free education, free room, free board, free health care. How do people feel about paying their tax dollars into that?
Well, what they don't understand is when you create, homeless, let's just really break it down.
We didn't break the homelessness.
Homeless and illegals. But I mean, if you don't have a home, then you're homeless. So you get to go wherever you want. You go back home tonight. I go back home tonight. But if I'm homeless, I'll go where the wind takes me. And if the getting is good in California, if they're giving me luxury condos to live in and all the handouts and free needle exchanges and everything else, then I'll just drift over to California. So California imports homelessness.
It attracts it when he said he was going to solve it. How do you project, if it is Trump Newsom, how does that go?
I think Trump destroys him. I mean, Newsom's a sociopath. He's ruined California, and he wants to franchise. So it's basically like saying, I built the world's worst taco stand in California, and now I'm going nationwide with them. and no one's buying what he's selling. Michelle Obama or somebody like that, maybe that's a different story.
She has no interest, I don't think, if we're to take her by her word. So, Adam, you're a stand-up comedian. Well established. I usually think guys like you are beyond the heckler. But not only is that not true these days, it's not even true for someone like Seinfeld. Overseas, selling out big arenas, now getting heckled because he's Jewish, he's proud of it, and he's sticking up for the Israelis. And it's followed him again. He's getting hecklers standing up in Australia and beyond. Here's an example.
You're in the wrong place. Here's the other thing I think you need to go back and tell who's ever running your organization. We just gave more money to a Jew. That cannot be a good plan for you.
It's interesting, for news guys, sometimes you get protests, you get yelled at. I get it. For Jerry Seinfeld, it's the most benign observational comedian around, beloved by his sitcom. This is following him around. What's your take on it?
We're living in this new world order where everyone thinks they have a voice and they can voice their voice in any venue. Biden can't get through a speech without being heckled. Nobody can. No one can take a stand or a stage anymore without someone in the audience feeling empowered. And, I don't know.
Especially anti-Semitism these days.
Blame Greta Thunberg, who kind of started all this. She's just like yelling at everyone. The self-esteem movement. You're the audience. He's on stage. He's the professional. Shut the hell up. Let him do his job. But on the other hand, as a comedian, you got a microphone and you got 10,000 hours of training. You'll be fine.
He also nailed it, too. For you, if I want to see you on tour, where would a guy like me go?
You would go to adamcarolla.com and find out when I'm coming to a town near you.
Right. I'd like to think you came in and dressed up for me, but it might be Gutfeld. It also might be going on stage this weekend in New York.
All of the above.
Stay out of trouble, but you know how to use you can handle yourself. You're a boxer by trade, right?
I am, and I was.
Right. Okay. Leave him alone if he's here. New Yorkers and protesters. Adam, great to see you. Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.